I'm back! Hi everyone, it's Neil from Neil's Reef Aquarium, and I am back. I'm so sorry it's been a while. So much to tell you about, so much has gone on. The biggest thing, as you probably saw from my other videos, is I got married. So there's a lot of obviously stress and build up with the wedding and COVID and losing guests and sorting stuff out, and I could go on all day about it, but I lost my best man and my twin brother to COVID on the week of the wedding. It was a nightmare. So, but we got there. It was the best day of my life. I will try and share a picture at the end, just so you can see. But let's take a look at the tank. It's been a while. It's been probably about 5 or 6 weeks, I think. So apologies, but I am back now. Quite a bit to update on the tank, but should we take a look? Right, so let's take a look. Tank's been pretty stable actually. Let's just go over let's go over the bad things first. I'm still losing corals, so that you can see the blue spot hammer we lost quite a few heads. I think you saw in the last video, and it's not looking good. I think we're probably going to lose that one. You can see there. Really don't know what's killing this euphilia, but it's something. But the parameters are all good. We'll take a look at those in a bit. The hammer I bought recently, as you can see there, it was 5 heads. We've lost 3 of them, and it's not looking quite too healthy. So we're probably going to end up losing that as well. So that's the bad news. Let's have a look at some of the good news. The Gonioporas are still going well, which they're the ones I thought I would have lost, because I've looked after them before and I couldn't keep them. Rockflower Nem's doing alright. He's moved around a bit. He's there now, but he seems to be getting a lot more food there from when I'm putting the mysis in, and he keeps to be grabbing a lot of that. So he's doing well. The mushrooms are getting a bit out of control actually. You might have to look at doing a fragging session with those at some point, because they're starting to take over a bit too much real estate there. So but the zoas seem to be thriving. They're looking really well. The Gorgonian, it's not got its polyps out at the moment, but it usually has. Trying to think what other corals I've missed. The GSP, as it takes a lot to, you got a bad tank and you can't keep that stuff alive. So, but apart from that, there's clearly something that's stopping my euphilias from keeping them alive. But the tank's looking nice. I've got relatively no complaints apart from that. The actual fish themselves are looking really healthy, and they're really growing big now. See the jade wrasse at the back. He's getting a bit of a beast. He's he's cool. We've got obviously the bicolour blenny. We've got, if we look down there, you can see the goby. He's cool. He's getting bigger by the day as well. So the fish are actually thriving. You could see there the mandarin. He's getting nice and fat. So there must be a good copia population in the tank. The clowns, we come round here. Oh, let's go this way. They're hiding at the back. There's one there. Where's the other one? There he is. So the clowns are obviously the first fish I put in the tank, and they're doing really well. Regards to things like, algae blooms, haven't had any of those, touch wood at the moment. Aptasia, we don't seem to have any of that. Apart from, I think there's one big bit there, but the peppermint shrimp are doing their job on that. Really happy, believe it or not, apart from obviously losing corals. And that's at the moment, like I said on the last video, I'm not really going to be getting too many more corals until I can sort out the situation. We're going to come on to that in a minute. But basically, a big thing with the tank's actually 2 years old now. So I have had, this tank has been up and running for 2 years. So it is what you would call now an established tank. The coralline algae is growing everywhere. I mean, you only got to look at the, I don't think the camera's going to pick it. I've got no lens on at the moment, but the coralline algae is just, the MP40 is pink literally, so I need to give that a clean at some point. But it keeps you, all those little speckles you can see at the back is from the coralline. So it is becoming an established tank now, and it is becoming very stable as well. Now obviously I have missed a few tests and water changes over the course of the wedding and things like that, but everything seems back to normal. You know, I've done a water change the last couple of weeks. I haven't tested this week, just because I just haven't had time. But it is very stable. You know, we're still using the Alpha Reef. You won't be able to see in there, but the refugium is back to growing again. We were losing the chato before. And the chato has all started to grow back as well, which is always a positive sign. That will help keep the nitrates down a bit, and we'll come on to the nitrates and things in a bit. But yeah, I mean, really happy. The Zoa garden's looking good. Obviously, you know, we want to start adding some corals at some point, but I'm just, you know, if you look back at the previous videos, they're the most recent corals I've added, and they don't seem to be faring well. So we need to figure out what's going on there, like I said. But I'm loving the rock flower in them. He's got some stones in his mouth there. Don't know what's happening with that, but yeah, no, really good. Really happy with the tank. You know, it could have been a lot worse. It has been neglected, I'll be honest, with the wedding. So, but I am back, and you know, I never stopped looking after the tank. I was still cleaning it and still, you know, maintaining it the best I could. But I just didn't have time to do videos. It was just been manic. So yeah, really happy with that. And well, let's take a look at some parameters. Obviously, I haven't done any this week, but we'll look at the recent ones. But yeah, let's take a look. Right, so this was done last week. So we had our nitrates at 25. pH was 8.1, phosphate 0.08, calcium 475, magnesium 1440, alkalinity 7.2, and salinity 35. So, you know, I'm really happy with that. And you look back last few weeks, it's pretty much been very, very stable. Let's bring that back to me. What's happening there? So yeah, you know, not really much to report on the tank. Obviously, we've had a few problems, like I said, but you know, I'm back into it. I'm looking, you know, I'm starting to watch everyone's videos. I've got hours and hours of videos to watch. So whenever I've got time, I'm just trying to, you know, catch up on all my favourite subscribers. So I am going to watch them, and I've started watching some, and I've been commenting on some, and you know, I want to get back to watching the Friday live streams that I was watching, but it's just been a bit crazy. But I'm back. I want to say a big thank you to my subscribers. We have hit 500 now. I understand, obviously, we should have hit that a lot longer, but when you're not putting content up, you're not going to get new subs. So kind of understand that, but hopefully now we'll start to make this a more regular thing again. If we could try and do weekly. There's not going to be too much to update at the moment on the tank, because obviously I'm not going to be adding too many things until I can sort the things out. But a few things I want to show you what I have purchased, and I am going to do separate videos on this. It is ICP time again. I think it's that time of the year, but I haven't just got one. I got this one, which is the standard ICP test. So we're gonna send that one off. I want to say a massive thank you to Sean from the Ocean Project. He's just opened his new store in Ringwood in Dorset Way. So if you are in the area, make sure you go down there. I've been there. The shop is phenomenal. I'll be doing a video on it soon, so you'll get to see that. He just wants to get all the displays set up, so they're looking, but the place is looking amazing. And he gave me one of these today free of charge, which is it's a Triton Lab Test. But what it actually tests, if I can just show you on here, Is it upside down? No. Right, so I'll tell you what it tests. Basically, it's whilst those test all the chemicals in the water and like all the metals and things like that, this basically tests like your alkalinity and your nitrates, your NO3, your DOC, which is dissolved organic carbon. It basically does all the bits that the other one doesn't. And I've never done one of these before, so I want to say a massive thank you to Sean for giving me one of them. And I'll be sending them off, and we'll do a separate video of me doing them, and then we're going to do another video of the results, and we'll see. There could be something in the water, we don't know. We did go through that stage of using spotless water, so let's find out if spotless water has actually caused any issues. Because I know we did go back to normal RO, and I'm getting my RO now from the LFS again. And mixing with the Tropic Marine Pro Reef. So let's have a look to see if there was anything in that water, and that's going to find it out, because there's something that doesn't, those euphyllias, they're not liking it. So we're going to find out. But quick video today just to say I'm back. Thank you to all of you, to your comments, all the love on Instagram, all your lovely messages about my wedding and everything. And yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you for staying here and supporting me. If it's the first time, don't forget, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe and all that. And I'm going to see you lot next week. See ya.